Hello, hello, hello. I actually had nothing funny to share. I just had some questions to ask. So, if you're a business owner, do you like competition? Like, say you just opened a business in this small town, and all of a sudden somebody opens another business offering the same services as you. How would you respond to that? Or would you react? You know what I mean? Like, oh no, I gotta offer better services than them. I gotta take out my competition. Like, I need to be able to provide for my family. I need my business to be successful. I want to be able to pass this on to my son or whatever. You know, you're like wanting to grow your business and expand and for it to not have much competition. That's the starting point with anybody owning any business. Okay, you open a business and that's just what you want. No competition so that you can fill it up. You can fill up your whole schedule. You can hire more people to do more of it. You can just grow your company and expand. Okay, so if people can plainly see that for small companies, how can they not see it within big companies? It's like they have this bubble around them to protect them from people actually being aware of what they're doing. Amazon, for instance. You think Amazon wants competition? No. Just like the little small hometown lawn mowing business doesn't want competition. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And what I'm here to explain to you is that as companies become bigger and bigger and bigger, and they don't want competition, they have more ability to control the market. They have more influence on society through specific marketing and also through different kinds of electing different kinds of people into government. And they're able to manipulate society in order to control the market so that they can keep as much of the people coming to them as possible, because they don't want competition, just like any other company. Just because they're a big company, you can't overlook how much influence they have in the world. Look at all the different companies that partnered with the government this last year for different kinds of military grade things. I mean, are you aware of what's going on? What kind of officials are being elected? Are you aware of their ties to different kinds of companies? Nobody's paying attention to this, and it's happening right in front of your eyes. You guys, hello. Like, it's common sense. Like, big companies don't like competition, and big companies have a lot of money and they have a lot of influence. Please, please, please. Stop being a sheep. Stop thinking the system is perfect and doing everything in your favor, and they're taking your life into consideration because they care. Guess what? Big companies, people who control a lot of money, the Rockefellers, the Federal Reserve isn't even a government-owned system. Like, hello. Every dollar that comes out of there is taxed. And so we're a debt-based system from the very get-go. Are you even aware of that? Hello, people. Like, do you think the people that own the Federal Reserve give a shit about your life? No. They give a shit that you're making them money. Do you think those people, those billionaires, those family that have trillions of dollars in their trusts, want society to compete with them? No. They have so much money. They can elect people into the government who will push policies that they want. They will say that the classrooms can only teach this, this, and this, because that's what we want the kids to know. And teachers, there's some teachers out there that have the best of intentions. I want to support kids. And guess what? I had a few teachers in high school who were like my only friends. But that doesn't mean that they supported me fundamentally to be able to function in society. They gave the information that they were told to give. And now we live in a generation where kids are so like, I don't even know how to explain it. They're just desensitized to the things happening around them. Just like yesterday, there was a school who had a kid get beat up. Now, there's some articles saying that he's still in the hospital. There's some articles and people going around saying that he had a seizure and died on the way to the hospital. I don't know for sure what happened. But what I do know is that kids were watching, recording, and laughing at a child being beat. A high schooler. Like, that is not okay. In what reality is it okay for people to think it's funny to watch another person die? Would you want people to be laughing if you were getting beat? No, of course not. Nobody deserves that. And why do you think that they're lashing out like that? The constant stimulation for war within all the movies, within all the video games, and within social media, desensitizing them, on top of them not being fundamentally supported to function. Like, they don't know how to process information. They don't have a high vocabulary to be able to express themselves. And so, of course, they're going to take it out in actions, like beating the other child, and then everybody else just recording and laughing. Like, this is what we've created with the education system and with the parenting that we've accepted and allowed. And this is not okay. Like, of course, major corporations, like companies, just like a small town company who doesn't want competition, those people have manipulated society to continue to give them the power that they want so that they can continue to grow. How do you think companies get that big? By manipulating society through marketing, through electing officials into the government, through controlling the population and saying what they can and cannot learn, what's acceptable within the home, and creating systemic separation and division and hatred for other people so that we get distracted when we aren't even paying attention to what they're doing. We're just paying attention to this person called this person this, and they're not accepting me for this reason. And I'm just gonna go and express myself in all these different ways because it makes me feel good. Well, guess what? There's millions of people in this world who don't have the luxury to simply feel good. Okay? Because they don't have dinner tonight. They have to go and figure out how they're gonna eat. I have so many people contacting me on Facebook all the time saying, hey, I'm hungry, send us food. And that's unacceptable, that we live in a reality where people are not able to eat in a day. Like, would you want that? Would you want to be struggling to find food? Nobody wants that. Hello? So why are we accepting it in this system? It's not okay. That is not okay. Just like the child abuse and people who don't have houses, people who don't have clothes, people who don't have running water, people who don't have clean water, people who don't have sanitary systems. I mean, like, this is basic fundamental human right. Like, we are born into a world where when you were born, you're in debt because you have to pay to survive. And corporations thrive off of this debt-based system. And that's what creates their little bubble around them. Like, nobody can burst their bubble because this is what we've accepted. And I'm not here to accept that. Within my lifetime, I am going to do absolutely everything to get rid of the system that perpetuates abuse and where people have to pay to exist. This is not okay. Hello, people. Children are being beat while other kids laugh at them. That's unacceptable. Corporations are influencing society in ways where you can't even imagine, to the degree, to the extent that they're watching you. They're observing your behavior. They're manipulating your reality. Why do you think they keep all your data? Why do you think they track how much you scroll, how much you linger on a specific post, what you search on Google? Why do you think they store that? To use it. Because they don't want competition. They want to be able to target you and they want to manipulate you to continue to perpetuate the system that they've created, to continue to give them money, like in power and influence. Hello, you guys. Does anybody need to have a trust fund with over trillions of dollars? No, especially while people are dying and being abused and don't have basic needs met. Nobody needs that much money. In what reality does someone need that much money? They don't, ever. So I just wanted to go live and share those thoughts. I'm deciding not to write down on a list the ideas I have for videos and just go live instead. And so this was one of those. Thanks for watching.